What's up, everybody? How's it going? Look at that. Managed that intro pretty good, pretty well. All right. Make sure that this is on right. How you guys doing? It is, what is it? Today's Tuesday, March 9th. March. We're still in March, folks. The year's going slow. May 9th. Pepe is still the talk of the town. And I'm here. I'm here asking questions. I feel like the entire crypto industry is confronted with the fact that our top two spots, the largest market caps, the pioneers in the space are no longer working as intended. A lot of people will be like, "Gah!" They are working as intended. But I think a lot of that is gymnastics. Unfortunately for a lot of you in the Algorand community, seems like everybody's solution is Solana. Damn. But we know how that goes. We know how Solana turns out. So this bear market is nowhere near over. We should, everyone, there's a lot of you that are like, we're in a bull market, bro. And we're not. We're not. But we do have the SEC to continue to protect us investors. The SEC, basically pushed Bittrex into bankruptcy. We found that out yesterday. We'll look a little at that. There's not much to talk about there other than the fact that the SEC went after them. They don't have the means to fight back. So now they are bankrupt. Pretty cool for everybody that was using that, relying on that, and potentially had crypto on that exchange. Seems pretty inexplicable, folks. If you still had your crypto on Bittrex after the lawsuit, but you did. Maybe some of you did. So yeah, we have that. And what else? Insane gas fees. Bitcoin is also super expensive to move things. People are fighting about the ordinals and the inscriptions and what you should and shouldn't be doing on Bitcoin. That's not a winning fight. You should be able to do whatever you can because that's what people will do. Anyways, but Lightning Network is the solution. But then, unfortunately, currently it seems Lightning Network doesn't work in a high fee environment. It's all a mess, folks. Alt layer ones provide a lot of solutions. There are some drawbacks. And certainly I don't think that Solana is the answer, but maybe some of you do. We can talk about it. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Are you in the chat? How are you going? Let's look at you. Let's look at you people. Oh my God. I'm having a hard time waking up today, folks, but that's all right. Brazil, good morning. CJ, good morning. From Naples, not Brazil. What am I doing? It just looks like you're from Brazil, but it says Brasilio Tanta, but from Naples. All right. Ciao. Buena, no, not Sarah. Buena, not Note. Buena, is it Sarah? Who cares? Nobody actually does. Okay, Mort, what's up? Good morning. Christopher Swenner is in the building. Slurp, good morning. I don't always make it to the ReCoop, but when you do, but you try. I saw there's extra doofies out there. I appreciated it. I saw that the doofies with 3 O's are now eligible for Mingo quests. By the way, for the first time in my history of questing with my Mingos and mostly friends, I won that the journey with the little guy. I won a little guy, and I also won a golden ticket in a poof Mingo, back to back. Rare loot, folks. So it's turning around. Our fortunes are turning. Robbie, good morning. Didn't see a notification until late. You know what? It was my fault. That was my fault. This morning I was like, wait a second. Did you even create the event? And I was like, you didn't. You didn't do it. What's going on? Moriarty, how you doing? Captain Stryker, what's going down? Everybody like the video, do the things. Governor's hat, what's up? Good morning, Cooper Troopers, for sure. Fisherman's ear, where them tabs at? Coop. All right. What day am I coming on? What day are you coming on, Chris? We got to figure this one out. I think we'll do it a long form, Chris. So we're going to do it outside of the morning show so we can have plenty of time, if you don't mind. Eric Moses is here. Good morning. David, Crypto for Change. His son is down early. He can relax. The Michigan mids are here. What's up, guys? Fuzzy, Jeffrey, all the doofies are able to quest. Doofy and Doofy. Maybe it just wasn't ready for me when I first tried on like the first day. So all the O's. All right. Sweet, guys. All right. So why don't we just dive in? Look, I want to talk about a little bit more about Ethereum. I want to talk about some things that look like are coming up for Cardano that could be problematic. I want to talk about, some of all the headlines. We'll talk a little more about Ethereum and how unusable it is. We'll talk a little bit more about Bittrex, talk about Pepe. I want to see. I haven't looked at the price. Does it just continue to bleed? Yeah, and of course, want to talk about Genesis. Nobody wants to talk about this. And is it because it doesn't matter? Maybe I'm just thinking that this matters, but it seems to me that Digital Currency Group defaulting on Genesis and Gemini could have some serious ramifications for markets. Grayscale's involved. Do they have to sell? Do they have to liquidate? Who knows what? I don't know. I don't pretend to know what the ramifications are from this because I can't. Even if I could study all of the documents, I'd have a hard time, really understanding what's going down. But what I'm saying is that there's this odd silence about this major event in my eyes, I think, happening today is because if DCG, nobody wants to connect to my AirPods. All right, computer. Because if DCG defaults on Genesis and Gemini today, they're going to default every day this week because there's 3 days that they need to pay back $630 million. And today's the first day. And yesterday, unless maybe you guys, Genesis, Grayscale, BlackRock, who names these things? Bunch of edgelords, for real. But yesterday was basically their last ditch mediation and to get a deal together before DCG has to start paying back the 600 and I don't know if it's 20 or 30 million dollar loan to Genesis, Gemini. Anyways, it's a convoluted thing, but it does seem like I've suspected that a lot of this downward pressure is in anticipation of this, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But if a lot of this downward pressure is in anticipation of this, there is next to no coverage of this in crypto media. This guy, what's his name? I've never heard of him before, but his name is Dr. Profit. He's about the only post from the last 24 hours that I could find. Before we dive in, let's just look at Dr. Profit real quick. And then we'll look at the crypto news to see if there's any mention of it. Maybe it's changed. Let's go here real quick. So Dr. Profit prescribes all the gains. It's like you go to Dr. Profit, and then when you lose it all, you have to come back to the ReCoop. All right. So Dr. Profit, people ignoring that DCG needs to pay $630 million debt payments in 2 days. Well, it was actually, if he posted this yesterday, it's actually in 1 day, Dr. Profit. DCG insolvency will cause massive damage on Grayscale and Genesis. I think whales started to price in a possible insolvency today by dumping. Meanwhile, retail lives in their meme coin world. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I sort of agree with my buddy who looks like maybe he's a Swede. I don't know. I just revealed that that's probably, I'm an idiot. That's okay, though. All right. So good point. I brought up the dangers of DCG insolvency a while back. Would be catastrophic if they go down. It's just getting started. A lot more coffins will be made. This guy doesn't even know what DCG is. So anyways, we'll see, man. I don't know. Ben coin. Oh my God. We're going to talk a little bit about that too, aren't we? Oh my God. This fucking game. Are you guys even seeing this? Damn it. This was heartbreaking. Got an insane triple double from Steph Curry. And then just to be beat by what is his name? Lonnie Walker or something. Oh my God. We just missed all the big shots at the end. Klay Thompson jacking up a bunch of shots. Couldn't hit a shot to save his life. Steph Curry can't do everything, folks. Ugh. Now I'm in a bad mood. I forgot about that. All right, let's go. Let's get to business here. I'm already started off on the wrong foot. Okay, so CNBC futures are down. Novavax surges more than 25% after company unveils job cuts. Positive vaccine data. I mean, what? Nobody cares about Novavax. Like I legitimately got mad after I saw the Warriors score. I'm screaming at Novavax. Like it's a little like what is that called? Like it's a condensed version of like how I operate in my life. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can be a jerk and there's no reason for it, and it's because the Warriors lost. Stupid fucking Novavax. Who gives a shit? Do you do anything other than a COVID vaccine that nobody ever used? 25% increase. God damn it, Klay Thompson. Sorry. Oh boy. It's 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm presenting myself for people. All right. So the most important thing Warren Buffett said Saturday. I don't care. I care less about what you said, Warren Buffett. You're old as dirt. Very successful. China's exports rose 8.5%, continuing its growth streak at a slower pace. How about this? If you guys are into the United States of America and companies that side exclusively with them and their allies, and probably the United States of America is severely dependent upon, go ahead and buy the Palantir. Did really well. I think it's up a bunch. Their AI product is going live, but it sure has fallen. Remember when that was like it was a stonk? Well, all the stonk holders are very happy to see this good news. Breathe a little life in that lavender sweater, Carp. All right. You guys can see all this, right? Okay. Thank God I'm in a small box. There's other things to distract you because I'm losing my damn mind. Okay, a lithium refinery. Okay. I don't see anything that I need from you. Let's go to Bloomberg. Stupid fucking Novavax. All right. Biden McCarthy to meet over debt drama as markets grow. Great. Anxious. It's an important word. Oh, I'm cracking myself up because I feel crazy. I feel crazy today. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going. Pac West resumes slide as battered regional bank stocks fall. Let them burn. Klay Thompson. Put Klay Thompson. Let's put all of the regional banks at the whim of a late 3 and a almost pretty much must-win game in the second round of the playoffs. Have Klay Thompson shoot it. And if he makes it, regional banks get to survive. If he misses it like we know he's going to, they all die. All right. Okay. I'm going to get back on track, guys. I'm going to stop. All right. Palantir sees record demand for his new AI tool. Let's get down to the stories that I like. Or I like that they think I like. Stocks, oil slip after weak China data. Regional banks will cut bonuses. Police raid consulting firm as China starts anti-spy campaign. Shaq seeks to quash FTX lawsuit saying summons papers were thrown toward his car. Man, he's really trying to avoid that. Europe, maybe his theory and his lawyer's theory is that this is just going to get dismissed anyways, so he doesn't want to get involved at all. European spies piece together the strategy. Okay, nothing. All right, Bloomberg. You didn't really do much for me. We're going to go to, should we go? Yeah, we'll go to CoinMarketCap. Oh, no. Let's go to CoinDesk first. How about that? Just so we can see the DCG. Speaking of DCG, that gentleman didn't know what it was, but they own CoinDesk, don't they? Bankrupt crypto exchange Quadriga will start interim distribution for one user. Galaxy posts a big profit because markets are pumping. Bitcoin trades at nearly a $650 premium on Binance US. This is another thing that I think the writing is on the wall. There's been some terrible trades. It looks like the market maker on Binance US is on vacation. God, that's so annoying. Bitcoin trades at nearly the widening discrepancy between the Bitcoin price on, yeah, we're good, on Binance US ARM and global counterparts has some observers worried about impending legal action directed at the unit. The gap between Bitcoin's price on prominent digital asset exchanges like Binance and Coinbase and the price on Binance US's ARM has widened sharply this month, causing unease amongst crypto commentators on Twitter, like me. At 9:26 UTC Tuesday, the BTC USD pair listed on Binance US traded at nearly $650 premium to Coinbase, a significant rise from the premium of around $20 seen at the end of April. According to synonymous Twitter-based analyst, few see this. The premium on Binance US likely results from market makers leaving the exchange in anticipation of regulatory action. Market makers are entities tasked with providing liquidity to the order book. In February, Binance US came under the radar of the SEC over trading affiliates. One agency official in March said Binance US was operating an unregistered securities exchange in the US. If there is some sort of government action against Binance US incoming and market makers who usually do business there know about it, then it's possible they left and there isn't enough liquidity and possibilities for arbitraging are diminished. Binance US order book was skewed in favor of buy orders at press time. That's a sign of weak market depth and an exodus of market makers, according to Griffin Arden, a volatility trader from crypto asset managed firm Blowfin. The chart shows the 2.5 market depth on Binance US, a collection of pending and buy. Okay, I'm reading too much. When the liquidity is sufficient, the depth of buy and sell sides is usually constantly changing, but a dynamic balance is maintained. On Binance US, the order book is imbalanced with significantly more buy orders than sell orders. For a giant exchange, such a depth chart is undoubtedly abnormal. Prime market makers are leaving Binance US, possibly due to regulatory pressure and renewed compliance requirements. Moreover, on Monday, Tether, the world's largest stablecoin, surged to $1.30 on Binance US, deviating from its dollar peg. The stablecoin, which is meant to trade in line with the greenback, continued to be priced at a premium early Tuesday. The reason for Tether's appreciation is unclear. Some in the crypto community have held USD's surge responsible for Binance US's BTC USD pair trading at a premium. In contrast, others, including popular Byzantine general and crypto exchange market Alice, said the premium signifies fiat withdrawal issues at the exchange. So people can't withdraw their money into their bank account, so they're all swapping to USDT to send it off of the exchange. And it's very expensive right now to swap into USDT because everybody's trying to do it. Binance US is gone, folks. Like I posted it and somebody, I posted some questions this morning. And Joe, if you're watching, I think you said that no, Binance US is fine. I disagree with you. I think in short order, we're going to find out that Binance US is shutting its doors. And it would be very unsurprising to find out that CZ is no longer allowed to do business in the United States. And it would be even further unsurprising if there is some red notice or whatever that Kobe kind of tweeted. All that is unsurprising at this point. It would be dramatic still, but it would be unsurprising. Is it likely that CZ is going to get arrested? Likely is a hard word to say. I mean, I think that there's just a high chance of it, or try to get arrested. You know what I mean? Or press charges, whatever. It just seems likely. At the same time, there could just be a massive, massive deal going on where Binance US has to close its doors. CZ has to pay a monstrosity of a fine. He's no longer, or he's not allowed to do business in the US for a certain amount of time. And we all just move the hell on. That also could happen. The USDT premium should be irrelevant if fiat withdrawals work properly. Can't people just withdraw from Binance US? It has to be at some threshold, either a secret USD fee or USD withdrawals not working. All right, but you would think, is there anybody that actually uses Binance US anymore? I don't know. There you go. So we did that. Anything else in the headlines? Alameda Research was able to get $57 million from OKX. Ether staking deposits top withdrawals for first time since Chappella upgrade. They're burning the hell out of Ether right now, aren't they? All right, let's look at prices. Pepe's down. I haven't seen anything. Nobody wants crazy Pepe. Okay. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants Pepe AI. I'm so tired of all this bullshit. Fucking Klay Thompson. All right. He didn't have a great game. Okay, guys. He's one of my favorite players. Really like Klay Thompson. I have a signed championship basketball on their back-to-back, signed by Klay Thompson. One of my favorite players. All right. Bitcoin at 27.7. Volume is a bit low, and I think people are waiting. We don't know what's going on. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. Ethereum, volume's low. Pushing down less for the most part. I mean, over the last 7 days, Ethereum's actually in the green. Bitcoin is down just a touch. XRP has been pushing down about 8% over the last week, 42 cents. Cardano, 5%. Doge, down 6. Solana's at $20. It has been for a bit. Polkadot is at $5.34, 6% down. Litecoin's under 80, down pretty significantly, about 10%. It does seem like Pepe is taking a little bit out of Shiba's sales. That's also down 10%. Maybe I'm reading into that. I don't know. All right, we got to keep on scrolling. Hedera just really kind of locked up here at 32. This is where Algorand used to live. And now Hedera's all by himself up there. The 1.7 billion market cap. People actually use Hedera, huh? You guys can tell me. Let me know what is cool about Hedera and what you can do there, other than all the corporate partners that they bought by giving them a bunch of tokens and a place on some weird council that really is meaningless. Aptos is definitely getting hit. Sui's bleeding that. Aptos is a failure. It's down 60%. Probably led by Klay Thompson. Just kidding. Okay, I have to stop. Okay, Near is down, is just bleeding too. Is at 10.5% down in the last week at $1.60. VeChain isn't doing much better, under 2 cents. Arbitrum is also bleeding, 110, down 16%. Quant, who cares? And ApeCoin is still worth more than Algorand. And then look at her. Algo sitting at 16.5 cents. Down only 5% over the last 7 days because it's had a brutal last month. There you go. All right. And then where are you, Pepe? Pepe, come on. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It looks like Pepe's trying to get that 2 back. Let's go, Pepe. Over, oh no, is under 800 million. Man, what a disappointment. We live in a time when a meme coin that has no utility, no real thing that ever is going to happen other than what we all believe will happen because we like the meme. We live in a time where that is worth less than $1 billion. That should be a unicorn. In any other time in history, that's a unicorn. But because we live in dark, dark times, it's a pathetic $780 million coin. Being sarcastic. All right. Did you guys notice? All right. Sweet. I'm feeling a little irritable today. Confrontational. Doesn't bode well for my relationship. All right, let's check out what gold looks like. Gold's going up, folks, on a Tuesday. Is that 2000? There you go. Every morning, though, it seems like at this time, if you want to know, because it just seems like this is always going down when I look. But it got all the way up to 2033. So it's pretty strong above 2000. Gold. A lot of big governments across the world are adding this rapidly. JP Morgan keeps on doing their best to suppress the price. I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory, though, isn't it? Where are we at on the fear and greed? We're neutral. No longer feeling greedy, folks. This thing's going to keep going that way. And that's your time to buy. That old man that we talked about earlier, when people are fearful. All right. Economic calendar. We got some big stuff. People are also bracing for this. Today's Tuesday. So we have the very important Spanish 6-month Letras auction. See, when I start being like this with stupid comments like that to joke, it means I'm in a bad place. All right. Red Book. Okay. All right. So Fed Governor Espia's already spoken. This guy's going to speak. Okay. So none of this is important. Tomorrow's important. Where are you at? Yeah, here we go. Core CPI for April. That's a big one. And all these CPI numbers are going to be very big. So tomorrow before the show, we'll be getting all this information and the markets will be moving. This is important. This is eagerly anticipated because now the markets are wondering, the whole battle right now seems unlikely, but would the Fed raise interest rates further next month? Are they obviously going to pause? But the most important thing are these price cuts, these interest rate cuts that the market has priced in for the end of this year, are those reasonable? Because it seems to think that the market seems to think that the Fed is almost bluffing by raising the interest rates. And then things are going to start breaking at such an incredible rate that they're going to have to start cutting. But if inflation continues to be hot, that becomes less and less likely. Does that make sense, folks? And then I think on Thursday, what's the producer's price index, the PPI, jobless claims. Yeah, comes in. Yeah, there you go. So that'll be important. Jobless claims will come in before the show on Thursday, and PPI, the producer price index. That'll be important on Thursday. Cool. Moving on. Earnings today, I think we're actually kind of winding down. We got the Wynn Resorts. Yeah, earnings season is basically done. Toast. Wasn't that a SPAC? Or is this really the first day? Oh wait, maybe I already looked at this. Oh, okay. This is still May 9th. All right. This is when I was looking at. All right. So yeah, this is a little bigger here. You got Airbnb, you got some energy, you got some gas. They're gonna do well. This is what is this like South Korean like Amazon type thing, like Coupang. That was a big ICO when during the bull market. Fox, and then we got them. All right. So yeah, earnings are less and less important as we go. So now let's move on to the news of yesterday, which was Bittrex filing for bankruptcy. We're being protected by the SEC from Bittrex. Crypto exchange Bittrex filed for bankruptcy protection on Monday, less than a month after the SEC charged it with operating an unregistered exchange. Obviously, you guys understand, most of you are in the Algorand community. This Bittrex lawsuit also named Algorand as an example of an unregistered security. They also named Mana, the decentralized token, Dash, a bunch of other tokens as well that were less notable than those three. The company has an estimated 500 million to 1 billion in assets and liabilities. The company said it had assets and liabilities, each estimated to be worth between 500 million and 1 billion, and more than 100,000 creditors in a court filing. Bankruptcy. Bittrex was once one of the largest exchanges in the U.S. with a market share of USD support of nearly 23%. At the start of 2018, it collapsed below 1% in 2021 and hasn't recovered since. Having previously announced that Bittrex would be ceasing all operations in the U.S., we have now made the decision to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This announcement does not impact Bittrex Global, which will continue operations as normal for its customers outside of the U.S. For those customers who did not withdraw their funds from the platform prior to the end of April, your funds remain safe and secure, and our main priority is to ensure that our customers are made whole. So it doesn't appear like you're going to be, if you, for some reason, still have money on Bittrex, it does not seem like you're in trouble there. The Richie Lay, who is the co-founder and CEO of Bittrex, he tweeted, "Yes, we filed Chapter 11. Yes, we still have 100% of all customer funds. Yes, there will be a claims process through the bankruptcy court. This was the cleanest way to bury the baby. RIP, Bittrex Exchange." Aw, it's kind of sad. Yeah, but it is. This old crypto world is dying. Pretty soon, the only custodians are going to be, I don't know, brutal. Bit wrecked. There you go. So there's that. And then custody. Speaking of custody, the Blockchain Association calls for revisions to SEC custody rule. The Blockchain Association claims that the SEC's proposed custody rule fails to address the unique technological aspects of digital assets. The letter claims that the proposed rules requirements for qualified custodians in particular would discourage digital asset native custodians from continuing to provide custodial services, which would reduce rather than increase protections for advisory clients. In February, the SEC proposed a change. The changes would broaden the blanket of the rule beyond client funds or securities and would cover client assets under an investment advisor. Okay, the proposed rule would also enhance protections for certain securities and physical assets that cannot be maintained by a qualified custodian. However, the need for qualified custodians would prevent digital asset native custodians from continuing to provide custodial services, which would reduce rather than increase protections. It suggested that the SEC permit advisors to utilize trading platforms that are affiliated with qualified custodians, subject to certain heightened controls. In addition to mandating an internal, this is getting boring, but The SEC is going after crypto, folks, and who can, be a custodian of it. All right, enough. Are we ready to move on to Cardano? And then Tyler Durden, famous character from a great movie called Fight Club, has a Twitter account. And no, he's a popular Twitter guy. The bubble would have been 10x bigger, but Ethereum is unusable for most of an entire continent of billions whose monthly salary is 50% of gas fees. MetaMask makes you pay $10 for permission to sell. This is worse than the banks. This chain has no future in a world trying to escape the legacy system. I mean, we talked about that yesterday. I talked about that yesterday, about how is this the future of finance? How is this going to bring opportunity to people? How can anybody participate in that economy unless you have size? That's why you need alternatives like Algorand, Near, Solana. Ilya, one of the founders of Near, suggested Near. And Tyler's clearly, who I know he's a Bitcoin guy, but it seems like Sol fixes that, and he goes probably correct. So there you go. You will anger them, ETH maxis. I've been a very them for 8 years, and I am right. I don't know what he meant to say there. Solana fuck the world, or for the win, I guess. And then this person says the logical thing. Damn, bro. I was really appreciating this whole thread messages. I believe you were very correct about ETH, but come on, you think Sol is solution? Is arguably more centralized with more VC money than ETH, AVAX, Cosmos, ADA, Algo, CSPR, all options better than Sol. Well, at least that guy gets it. Algo is certainly a better option. All right. So there you go. ETH is ridiculous. All right. Did you guys see this post about Cardano from Sebastian Guillemot? Sebastian, he is the founder of CTO and co-founder of DC Spark and Milkomeda. And, they have a gaming studio. They did roll-ups on Algorand, and they have, they've done work for a long time on Cardano. They're well-respected. He's well-respected, and they are well-respected in the Cardano community. So this isn't FUD. This is actually coming from a place of wanting to help the ecosystem, and he has solutions. But and it's interesting nonetheless. If you didn't give this a read, let's make sure you guys can all see it. So Sebastian says Cardano is currently at 94% load, and that probably has something to do with their meme coin like Snek or something. I don't know anything about that, but it does seem to be popular. Only 6% left until Cardano is at max capacity. What does that mean, and how can you be prepared? Thread. So 94%. As a reminder, no Cardano node implements transaction prioritization. That means that transactions are processed in a first-come, first-served model. So if we hit 100% load, your transactions will get put in a queue with everybody else. It's kind of cool. It could cause problems, but it's pretty neat. I like that. So what can you expect when we hit 100% load? 3 main things. You may have to wait a while for your transaction to show up on chain. The further above 100% we get, the longer you will have to wait. Be patient, touch grass. 2, transactions may never make it to the blockchain. You don't pay a transaction fee if they never make it. This is usually caused by light wallet mempools hitting capacity. Most light wallets like Flint Wallet allow you to specify a separate node transactions get sent to. Best to run your own node. Stake pools will start selling priority access. They may sell it to users and they may sell it to dApps. Prioritize one DEX over another. Keep an eye out for how this may impact which DEX is best to use at any given time. You might wonder, will any of those actually happen? Yes, all three of these happened back during the peak bull market on 2021. Best to learn how and be prepared, as it doesn't look like things will be slowing down. Next question. Are we actually better off than in 2021? Yes, actually, a lot of the scalability roadmap from 2021 has been implemented. Of course, there's more that can be done. So what else can be done to scale Cardano? Increase block sizes again, more dApps migrating to Plutus V2. This will make a huge difference. Tiered fees so pools stop selling priority and fees instead get captured by a proper on-chain market. Okay, so he says that the tiered fees is the better thing. Then usage of side chains and layer 2s to move traffic off of layer 1. Develop a DA layer to move more data off the layer 1 so there's more room for blocks. Input endorsers is still on the roadmap. Aiken. So he shows what they've done. So, but what he's basically saying is that is to say, get ready to hit 100% in the short term and look forward to scalability improvements coming in the future as well. All right. So he's positive. He's trying to give this information in a way that people can receive it clearly. And he's also pointing out that his sidechain is a solution. It is a sidechain, right? On Cardano is a sidechain. Anyways, so this is the deal right here. Look, there's probably great things that Cardano can do. It's showing that Cardano is being used. These are all positives. But guess what? You're about to reach peak. He gave the link. Has it gotten worse since? And people are going to have to wait and transactions are going to fail. Oh, it went down. So it hasn't reached that area yet. But so it's down from where it was. Anyways, so but you can expect if Cardano is popular and it just one meme coin, right, and some probably NFT volume has almost got it to 100%. So if it were really adopted for anything large scale, it would slow down significantly, and they would be dealing with failed transactions, and it would be in the news. It is my opinion and my hope, and it seems to be a reality, that something like Algorand could actually handle all of this volume. We had Pepe, a little bit of a Pepe craze happen, and then nothing. There was no hiccup. There was no congestion. It was just all 4 second, 3 second, like whatever it is, 4 second right now. I think in a couple of weeks, it'll be 3 seconds. Transaction finality. It just all happened super fast. So there's been no example of Algorand really slowing down because of volume. So bring that volume over to Algorand and let's see if it can hold it. That's what I want to see. All right, let me check in with you guys. Are you guys still here? Am I talking to myself? Did I lose you on the Clay Thompson stuff? Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Gallagher. All right. Average Zen presents is the idea that we can discuss them until after this. Okay, so XGov, right? Now you guys are talking about XGov. I saw that there was a lot of good stuff coming. JP Morgan shorting gold derivatives. Thoughts? Yeah. Where is the next decipher? We don't know. Just probably a fake. What was his name? Dr. Profits. Another charlatan in the crypto industry. Swedes are from Sweden. Switzers. Yeah, they knew it. It's so funny. When I said that, I was like, that's Switzerland, isn't it? You're an idiot. You guys saw me say that I was an idiot right after I realized it and I didn't correct it. Yeah, I know, Mr. Gallagher. I know. Okay, so average Zen keeps on going. Can discuss, comment, suggest changes until the first round of temp checks. And yeah, once we have voting power next quarter, we can vote on the shortlisted proposals that make the cut. Yes. So this, as far as I understand it, and it seems like Zen is explaining it well in the comments, but XGov is going on right now. You can propose things and they can get upvoted. And right now is the time for us to be figuring out what people can vote for next quarter when they have voting power, like Zen just said. Bernie Algopoulos says, I think we get Circle solution before USDCA on Coinbase. Seems like it. That Circle solution is eagerly anticipated. You know, I showed an account, Bitfinex yesterday. And so now he's showing up on my Twitter feed, or she, whoever, whatever it is. Now they're calling for Coinbase to be next. I'm like, okay, you're a little aggressive, dude. That's basketball. Yes, Shaq. Oh, everything red on the screen is triggering. Well, language coop. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I need to be better about my language. I know some of you have kids around you. Coop, you need a hug. Either a blowout of it doesn't matter until the last 30 seconds, which takes 30 minutes to get through. What's up, Wilder? Thanks. Just remember, CG said to ignore the FUD, aka 4. That's true. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4. And maybe, I hope so. My ADD runs away when you read the internet to me. Good afternoon from Cyprus, guys. What's up, Evis? Cue elevator music to find algo. Yeah, do. It's like that. What is it? The or whatever. Like I don't know. Universities use HBAR is switching its software to Hedera. UCL is switching its software to Hedera. Okay. So Pepe moved to Algo, pumped massively, and the ETH whales sell off Pepe and take liquidity off of the Algo fam. Well, I think we are probably pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things when it comes to Pepe. Mort. So if anybody's skimming anything, it's our buddies. They're skimming from us, rugging our liquidity pools. Like, who can stare at cookies that long? I hate when LSU football loses. Don't catch me after their first loss of the season. I know. Yesterday was a big game. The Warriors had that game. Steph Curry put on an incredible show, and we just had nobody else to do anything, and stupid turnovers and bad shots. And then Steph couldn't hit the shot at the end. Jesse Walter says, got into Algorand years ago, told myself I'll be waiting until 2030, looking for someone who can freeze me and wake me up at that time. How's everyone doing, by the way? He's like, look, my thesis is I wait until 2030 for this, but holy shit, it's getting hard. Somebody remove me. Scotty Roll says you can camp out in his deep freezer. You guys can just hang out. If you play with meme coins, it's like playing Jenga with the entire internet. You hope the tower goes up. You hope you get out before the tower goes down. Are there pizza rolls, Scotty Rolls? All right. Just like Jenga. If Cardano is full, how many transactions can they actually handle? Good question, Robbie. There she is. Algorand can handle billions of transactions per second. The price of 17 cents makes sense to mint NFTs as 0.1A is nothing on lock. Because so many big influencers in the space gatekeep and only push ETH and layer 2s. I'm praying for a G7. But me too, Wilder. Thank you for that. That would be amazing. The Warriors just have to go home and win at home. Look, the Warriors came back, by the way. I know none of you really care about this, but the Warriors came back in 2016 against the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook-led Oklahoma City Thunder, which my buddy Klay Thompson had a major part in. And we also tanked a finals down up 3-1. And to LeBron James and the Cavs. So it's possible. It's just not likely. Damn it. All right, Jesse, it will depend on adoption, of course, but with 3 billion tokens left to enter circulation, there's still that inflationary period we have to deal with. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even look at Vestige. For real. The Vestige routing is incredible. Just when you see all the different things. Last man standing is not a good analogy, Mort. 2030, be strong. Last man standing. It's not a sprint. Yes, you can. If you're the last man standing, you can own 10 billion algo. Oh God, it's getting so weird. I just want it to like it feels like they're teasing us right now. They're manipulating the market. It feels like they're manipulating things, the whole entire thing, to pull as much money out of it before they pull the rug. And then we can start building. Is what I'm skeptical of. Is I feel like there's a rug about to be pulled out from under us, and I'm trying desperately to figure out what will the catalyst be so it can just happen. I'm impatient right now because I'm sick of the uncertainty, right? Too much uncertainty in my life. And crypto is like is a big trigger. Oh, you're going to Long Beach. Cool. Anything fun in Long Beach? Well, you could go to like you're down there, so I mean, you got beaches, man. You're going to be there in June. That's a fantastic time to be down there. You can go to where you go. You can go to Laguna Beach if you wanted. That's not so far away. You could go to Orange County, all those cool beaches over there. It's really pretty over there. So, um, there's some cool beaches, and obviously, if you have time and days, you're halfway from LA to San Diego. San Diego is also a fun place, or you can come on up to LA and go to cool places like Manhattan Beach, or that's not LA, but you can go to Manhattan Beach, or you can go up to Malibu and see what that looks like. It took me a few years, but I figured it out. The price of algo is going to $13 sometime in the near future. There you go. So this, our buddy from Cyprus has been crunching numbers, folks. In the near term, algo will be at $13. If algo hits $13 anytime in the near future, I will do whatever outrageous thing you guys want me to do, because that would be the most glorious thing. Why are my ear pods consistently taunting me right now? Anyway, sorry. Vestige review. I will do connected default. Can you guys hear me? I hope so. I definitely, well, let's look at Vestige just for, I'm not going to do a review, but you get them on the show as well. Let's make sure that this is okay and you guys are seeing this. No, you're not. Pretty good day of sharing, right? Pepe is just getting butt coined. Look at the butt coin though. Chips is pushing down. All ASAs are struggling, but look, DeFly had a little bounce, 5% bounce over the last day. Opulus is sub. How low did it go? What am I doing? It doesn't matter. Okay, well, it went down, folks. Last 5 days. Let's look at that. It's been pretty sideways here. So it got down to here. But where the fuck? That's good. All right. So Opulus is down. Bank is down 12% over the last day. Pepe is even worse. Yesterday, I got a little freaked out by the bleeding TVL in this pool, which has only continued to get worse. So there is huge incentives, by the way, to jump into this, but play at your own risk at this point. But you know what? This all changes if if it gets bullish on Pepe again. I don't know. I have no advice on that. You can go to Crypto for Change. He's got a lot of financial Pepe advice for you. So does John. Akita pushing down a little bit. Algorand native meme coin has a awesome website with cool staking capabilities. Like, definitely a project to be supported. A meme coin with like cool NFTs and staking. And he's building something over there. It's not just vapor. All right. Wow. Wow. Headline. What is going on? Are you guys up on headline at all? What the hell is this? Just walking it down. What's going on here? What's going on with headline, guys? Remember when this was like $1? Do you guys know what's going on? Anybody? Bueller? What do you guys got anything? Indians can, okay. It took me a few years, but okay. So Blade says Indians can today buy USDC over Algorand using local payment methods, UPI and IMPS, thanks to Circle. Cool. Get ready. Get a Gary Gensler haircut, $13. Okay, you guys can hear me. Coop screen sharing on point today, right, Robbie? I did it. He's working that true screen percentage. You guys got full screen today, folks. All right. Elbow cough, Pepe to the moon, Platinum Astro Vault unlocks, added a bunch to supply. Got it. Thank you, Wilder. So, right. And those Astro Vaults probably earned all those people a ton of HDL, and a lot of those guys probably are heavy in HDL, so they needed to, protect against some downside risk. Looks like headline XGov was a great move. Why do you say that? Not because I don't think so, but I'm just wondering why you're thinking that. Honest question. What is the use case for HDL? Yeah. What is it? They seem to be, they try to use it. Look, I haven't paid close attention to HDL in a long time, but I will say I do remember them always trying to figure out ways for people to use it. You could use HDL. Do they still have an NFT marketplace, or did that kind of go? Oh, I was not serious. I was like, really? Okay, fine. Well, yeah, now XGov, because XGov is already just live. So now there's just two things called XGov. And now their product will not be used, and it's confusing. So they should just they should call that something else and then have that tool for the community to use, right? That makes sense. I was not serious. Look, at this point, I don't know what you guys believe in, what you crazy folks believe in. All right, let's just look at how the market opened, and then we'll be on our way on a happy Tuesday. Okay. So we got the NASDAQ down. Everything else is pretty sideways. And Fidelity is showcasing that everybody's stock portfolio is free falling. It's an interesting commercial. Stocks fall as investors wait inflation data, debt ceiling progress. Yesterday, I called the debt ceiling drama exactly what it is, drama. Nobody is going to let the U.S. government default. It's not going to happen. It's just a bunch of leverage. If the U.S. is going to default, it's not going to be up to them. It's going to be because of their stupid ass decisions. PayPal struggling. All right. Palantir's up about 20%, 18%. So it's having a good day. Novavax is up 47%. So That was clearly under a lot of pressure. Coin market cap. How is that reacting to? That's kind of pushing down a bit. The crypto market doesn't really know what to do right now. It's interesting. And then on Twitter, okay, what's trending? Ben token. Like what are we doing? And he's pumping it like crazy too. Oh, Clay Thompson. It heard me. Why is Clay Thompson's Clay Thompson throwing up stupid shots when he's having it? Oh man. I don't know why I clicked on that. Kim K, nobody cares. Okay, we're not talking about Ben token. Ben, I guess this is a DAO of people named Ben, and now BitBoy is pumping it. That feels like a top signal. Let's just see if anybody is tweeting about this. Okay. Okay, there was actually some stuff here. DCG. Okay. DCG update. And this guy is a serious dude. He was on Unchained. I think he went on Bankless after that. Like, people are looking to him for answers, and this is the answer we got. So what does this mean is the damn question. DCG update. One of the two things would happen today. Either a $200 million wire would be sent from DCG to subsidiary Genesis, or B, there would be a DCG blog update. It's pretty funny. Today we got the latter. This all but confirms there will be no payment of the $630 million this week. So what does it mean, sir? Here's the statement from DCG. The parties are entering mediation. At the same time, seek to refinance the intercompany loans. DCG continues to be engaged with various stakeholders in the Genesis Capital restructuring process pursuant to the 30-day mediation period entered into by all parties on May 1st. On a parallel path and to provide further financial flexibility, DCG is in discussions with capital providers for growth capital and to refinance its outstanding intercompany obligations with Genesis. We are committed to reaching a fair outcome for all and look forward to a productive resolution during the mediation period. 3. Both sides are digging in. The prior statement from DCG is below. This is DCG saying, bro, we agreed to heavy terms. Why move the goalposts? The UCC is saying they don't trust DCG and have uncovered new information that warrants a new deal. DCG statement on Genesis filing, and this is from the 25th. Note 4. These very same loans were refinanced in the pre-petition transactions with the same parties in the month leading to Genesis Chapter 11. This is what is one source of angst for the creditors. 5. Okay, thank you for so many. This is a thread that I want because I'm trying to understand. At the same time, makes you wonder, why would DCG refinance with Genesis on loan terms it could not meet? Or was there another assumption they were relying upon, e.g. external debt refinancing and the pre-petition transactions were a bridge? 6, looking back, there's no question in my mind that one of Barry's regrets was having DCG step in and assume the $1.1 billion defaulted 3AC loan obligation. The decision to rescue Genesis put DCG's balance sheet at risk. A desire to preserve DCG's reputation forced the 3AC swap. Had DCG simply let Genesis enter Chapter 11 bankruptcy, DCG's financial health and balance sheet would be strong today. DCG would have been able to cordon off its liabilities. Note, this is also before the FTX fraud. This is another one of the many lessons learned from this saga. As I noted on Unchained, the game theory around the situation is leading to bad outcomes. There is asymmetric information, e.g. DCG balance sheet, combined with the lack of trust, perception of no fair dealing. So we are landing in a lose-lose quadrant. What's next? 30-day mediation. After that, we may see a new legal proceeding against DCG. The first sentence in the tweet below would receive attention. Is Barry disputing the loans exist while also seeking to refinance them? It's puzzling. We have not heard of Genesis management. They know the history. Depositions in a DC suit could reveal that. We also remain in the dark. Okay, no, we have not heard of Genesis management. They know the history. Depositions in a DC suit could reveal that. We also remain in the dark on the Cleary Gottlieb report, which is late. Many untold stories in the DCG Genesis Gemini saga yet to be revealed. And we all remember that Gemini, late last year, I believe it was, came out and said there was unconscionable activity happening from Barry and DCG. Has Gemini said anything? Okay, so, well, we did get some news here. At least somebody's talking about it. Okay, so this is the breaking news. DCG looks to refinance outstanding Genesis obligations, raise growth capital. Bankrupt FTX and Genesis are now competing to recover money from DCG. That's old. Right here, gold. Kind of sounds like those rumors of them selling BTC to pay debtors are false. DCG is in discussions with capital providers for growth capital to refinance its outstanding intercompany obligations with Genesis. All right. All right. Okay, I'll just look at, let's put Gemini in there. Let's just see if Gemini said anything. Now, I'm still, okay, now am I getting a whole bunch of Gemini horoscope? Let's just see if they said anything. I guess there's nothing. All right, folks. Well, this is an evolving story. We're obviously going to hear later today that DCG probably didn't pay that first payment of the 3 payments that they're supposed to pay towards that $630 million. Again, I guess they're trying to get outside capital, and we'll figure it out if it means much or anything. All right. So Agash from Rand Gallery likes gold NFTs. That's it. All right, folks. Well, we did it. I appreciate you guys. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And yeah, I'll be back at the same time. We're going to get big inflation numbers. We'll learn more about this Genesis and DCG saga and anything else that comes up today. I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.